I've seen a number of our people involved in poultry and involved in farming. We have a number of people here who are actively involved. And sometimes you'll be amazed to see when the little chicks hatch, you are watching the mothers that will have their own eggs too. Am I right on that? But at that point, they're old chicks. They don't matter. You ignore those tiny chicks and they die, and you don't have tomorrow again. There are many families who say, Lord, wipe our tears. And the answer is in the pregnancy of the woman. As that child arrives, God says, whatever you do with that child is your 30 years at a risk, or your 30 years as a blessing. And the woman throws away the child, the husband throws away the child. What are they looking for? Money, favor from government, politicians, and they throw the child that was sent as an answer. And guess what? Another person begins to train the child in the way of the Chaldeans, a way that is inconsistent with the blueprint of the covenant. And then that child who is supposed to be a blessing, by age 12 becomes an armed robber. And they go back and say, God, this was not my bargain. He said, well, you wasted your seeds. You asked me for greatness. I answered you in a child. Spiritual things never come in the form that looks like them when they arrive. You will need the eye of the Spirit to see. Are we together now? How will the Magi come to bow before a baby? They were not looking at a baby. We cried and cried and cried in our sin and ignorance. We could not help ourselves. And God said, you know what? The Messiah is coming. And all the people kept looking at the signs. They were waiting for a mighty man to come, to open the heavens and arrive with chariots. And while they were looking in Bethlehem of Judea, the answer had come in a little child. And while the whole world was hoping for a warrior who will defeat Caesar and Herod, only the Magi saw the star. They said, something has been answered upon the earth. Let's go and find out. Only God knows how the angels rejoiced when you were born. Only God knows what answer arrived on your birthday, that we are calling Joseph, that we are calling Mary. We call you Mary, God calls you an answer. We call you Mary, God calls you a prophecy. Are we together now? That there was a major problem with consecration, a major problem with power, a major problem with wisdom, with technological advancement. And while men prayed, God answered it in a man. He came to his own, and his own received him not, because they were discerning in the flesh. Let me tell you this. I'm digressing for a while. If many families understand this, they will stop the prayer they are praying, because the prayers were answered the day certain children were born. That prayer you see, God help us, take our family out of shame. God said, I have heard it. I have heard it. He answered it by bringing certain people. But because we do not have the eyes to see, we are still praying that prayer till today.